with the legend.
Hey, take care of those fur babies. I'll put you in for cash when you come.
Here's the wire. Every future. I'll bring the chips. Oh, no, I'm not.
Okay, I'm game. Try something new.
I'm shaking it for
1 hour.
Shortchange me? Shortchange yourself.
Get after it, MP.
You know, as the regular season, Greg, winds down, you can feel things start. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Johnson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Johnson with the block. There's the drive. Count that one. Johnson's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Warriors.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And a big hand to your Thunder Girls dance team.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Five on the clock. There's the pass to Giddey. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Wow, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander quick off his feet. Defense doesn't have time to react.
High post Johnson. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. Now, they are 0-2 so far against this team this season. I asked them what they have to do to flip the script. He said, well, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. We have to be more effective against their shot blockers. Maybe it's crashing the glass. Maybe it's better looks on the perimeter. We have to figure it out. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah.
First personal foul. First team foul.
You need to play the one-on-one game. You want to work the basketball, work deep into the clock if you have to.
And you know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shea's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high.
Here's Pokusevski, guarded by Green. Now, here's Holmgren. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And contest.
Johnson. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Thunder, Chet Holmgren. Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill. But the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
And it's in there.
They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Trailing here by 8. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as...
Again with the block.
What an incredible defensive unit. Shots.
And Greg, you look at the totals for him this season. He's closing in on third most blocks in a season.
To have this many blocks is just jaw-dropping. He has a chance to draw even with third most blocks in a single season.
Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man. Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
And Thompson kicks to Johnson. Wiggins dishes to Johnson. Over Holmgren. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Wiggins. Johnson has got 14 points for the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, here's Holmgren. Defense is right there. Giddey with the screen on Johnson. Holmgren the pass to Giddey. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Johnson, finished off the break. He's got 16.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside, Dort. The offensive rebound. Here's Holmgren. Good D by Johnson.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Wiggins passes to Johnson. And another three for Golden State.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Pokusevski. We saw him with 10 points last game. Passes to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Over Thompson. Off the left rim and out. Warriors leading by 15. Green kicks to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State for the three. And another three for Golden State.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to...
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To end the run, Johnson with the block.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Giddey the pass to Holmgren. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number. Get him out of this funk.
GA with their fourth title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
Giddey against Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
It's good from long range.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Thompson against Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To stop the drought. They get the rebound. Here's Holmgren. Nails the baby hook.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Here's Johnson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's 28 points for Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Pass to Holmgren over Johnson. Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to... The Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in. Golden State on D. And it's the Warriors on the break. And the shot is good from Johnson. 30 points for Johnson.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Here's Pokusevski. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Back to Johnson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it.
Assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Johnson finds Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Pass to Robinson Earl. From deep three-point range, Johnson with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And another 3 for Golden State.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Maledon passes to Robinson Earl. Now here's Maledon. Clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jump shot. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Robinson Earl. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Mann. The Thunder with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Curry outside. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Knocked loose. The pass to Maledon. Here's Robinson Earl. And just miss after miss right now.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
He gets it in there.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And here is Maledon. 9 points last game. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're...
He blocks it again!
And that block now tying him for the 3rd most blocks in an NBA season.
Another bucket! Wow!
And you had a feeling he might do it tonight. 40-point mark has been reached.
The most 40-point games in a single season. An incredibly historic year from him.
And in 1962, Wilt set the record for 40-point games with 63. Never thought that mark would be broken, but I never thought we'd see a season like this.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Good on the triple.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Pokuševski in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Dog in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He scored an amazing number of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And, of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
Johnson surveying the floor. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
Giddey against Thompson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Carries it down low. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Thompson. He can't get that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Dort misses. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. Holmgren with it. Now Green defending.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Pokuševski, no good on the three.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And here's Johnson outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Holmgren. Johnson with the defensive effort. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Back to Thompson. And Johnson now top of the key. They double-team Johnson. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
14 foul.
The 3 from Johnson. Good. That's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Way to show up there, Pete.
Your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson against Giddey. He kicks it to Holmgren. Excellent D there by Johnson. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 53.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. A baseline J. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Favors is checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off a 22-point game against Utah.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
With the floater. Good work there as it goes. 14 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Back to Favors. Again with the block.
And the amount of blocks he has this season are just staggering.
GA, the numbers don't lie. He's now third for most blocks in a season.
And there are a lot of incredible shot blockers on the list for most blocks in a year. And he has firmly established himself among them as he has passed the 393 mark and moves into third place. Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
One thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Johnson with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson attacking, and it's Johnson with the jam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Giddey. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 19. Here's Favors. Warriors with the rebound. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wasted no time on that one. Thompson's got 6.
I don't think there's any such thing as too deep a shot for Klay Thompson. His range extends way beyond that stripe.
Giddey against Thompson. Steps back. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. 6 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut it into this deficit. 2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey with the screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Will it go? Johnson with the block. Green dishes to Johnson. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Giddey against Thompson. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dishes it to Favors. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. 6 points for him.
Well, we know this. Derek Favors is terrific. Rolling hard after setting the pick. This guy is a terrific screen and roll player.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Thunder shooting 46% on their attempts in the second quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. On offense, here are the Warriors. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Green with a screen on Favors. Pass to Green. And a lot of contact on that one. So
Chet Holmgren. Third personal foul. 15 foul.
the Golden State Warriors able to put up.
And get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal.
When you look at their multiple areas of weakness, for me, it starts with their perimeter defense. Disorganization, chaos, a lot of wide open looks. They have to communicate better and stay connected to the shooters.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The core of this team all out there, Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Johnson is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. Holmgren can't hit. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Johnson with it. Non-stop scoring machine here. Green. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
I'll tell you, Draymond Green just excellent at setting his teammates up with his screening ability and then roll to the rim with a purpose. Nice.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Out left to the wing. Giddey the pass to Man. 5 to shoot. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent. Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Curry. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Holmgren.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Puts it up off the inbound. Johnson with the block, and he gets it back. Fires from deep. Holmgren can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Giddey. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist in the game. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Thompson against Giddey. Over Thompson. And that one.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
The Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Thompson. Giddey, the pass to Holmgren. No good on the triple.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game. Great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is. Both amazing passers. David, thank you.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wiggins passes to Johnson. Connects again. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Wiggins.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Just 5 on the clock. There's another block.
The defense he has played all year. He has shaped this team's defense.
He's been quite a rim protector. You're right. For his team, and his efforts have him tied for the second most blocks in a year.
Well, it was the beloved Manu Bol who had 397 blocks back in 1986. Bol, of course, was an amazing 7'7", but while this young man can't match him for height, he has definitely matched him in block total.
Here's Mann. He blocks it again.
Wow, another block as he continues this historic pace.
Only one more man to catch as he is now second on the list for most blocks in a season.
Well, anytime you can pass Manu Bol on a list of blocks, you are doing something right. He's done it, leapfrogging Bol's high of 397 he put up back in 86.
The Thunder with another miss, and Derek Favors picks up the foul.
First team foul.
The Warriors also with a sub. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. Golden State's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And that one drops. Curry's got 12.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Robinson Earl, the pass to Favors. Passes it to Mann. Shoots over DiVincenzo.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Now here's Melodon, guarded by Curry. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Poole comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. To the inside. And Johnson with the stuff.
Well, Curry's ability to find an open teammate and put the ball exactly where it needs to be. Such a pretty pass.
Oklahoma City shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Now, here's Melodon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Robinson Earl. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mann again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Johnson, good. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Again, what an avalanche.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time.
And there's a lot you can say about Golden State's offensive abilities, but their defense is also razor sharp. They know how to control the flow of the game.
Favors with the screen and the drought. Man can't hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And some might go as far, Greg, is saying Golden State's defense is underrated.
It is kind of overlooked at times, and their shooting is so exceptional it hides everything else, like how they can dominate the glass defensively. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Pass to Mann. To the wing right side. Here's Melodon. No points in the game yet for him. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Curry. Johnson with the block. From deep three-point range, hits the three-point bomb.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
The pass to Pokusevski. Here's Robinson Earl. Guarded by Green. Pokusevski, the pass to Favors. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The shot by Melodon, no good.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Golden State moving it around. Johnson double team, and another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Melodon, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Melodon's got his first points of the game.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Thunder shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Favors with a screen on Curry. Here's Melodon, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Passes it to Man. Now here's Melodon. Tries from 10. Johnson with the block.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Lets it go with the 3. Good. Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Holmgren, he's checked in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Josh Giddey comes in for Jang. And Shane Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Williams. Then for the Warriors, Johnson comes in for Wiseman. And it's JaMychal Green in for Looney. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Robinson-Earl's checked in for Holmgren. And Golden State also making a change. Tom Bears another block.
Another swat, and he has been a force on defense all game long.
Greg, I've never seen anything like this. He is now tied for second all-time on the list for most blocks in a game. From downtown, Johnson with the rebound. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
That's where the threat of being a great scorer from Klay Thompson allows a teammate to get wide open.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Favors. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. Johnson for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Giddey with the screen on Thompson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he gets the whistle.
Personal foul.
On-doors, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one thing about this team, they never stopped pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 6.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Johnson, and got it! Another basket.
And that puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He blocks it again.
And that block will push him into second on the leaderboards for most blocks in a game.
You know, I don't know why they keep challenging him and trying to shoot over him. Yet another bucket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. From deep. Off target. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
That's the end of the game. Thanks for coming out to support your team. Make sure you get home safely, and we'll see you at the next sporting event.